Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how we're going to go about doing our Zentangle silhouette self-portraits. Starting off with our first step, which is getting our image that we're going to be using. Okay, so yours will be an image of yourself. I've already done one of myself, so I am using Harry Styles as my muse for this project. Don't mind me moving all my stuff around so it's not in the video. So you'll get your image of yourself, or in my case, Harry Styles. And our first step is to do the transfer method. Okay, this is a really cool way that you can go about transferring one image onto another piece of paper. Especially useful if you're doing a project where you're not really needing to worry about your ability to draw realistically and accurately. This will just really help you skip those steps that usually take a lot of time when it comes to, like, you know, drawing something out so it looks correct. So the first step is just flipping over your paper, and as you can see, you can kind of see through the paper the outline. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our pencil, and we're just gonna color over top of where that outline is. Okay, so I'm gonna go around the outline of Harry, that silhouette, and I'm keeping my line pretty thick just so that when I'm tracing it, I'm not gonna be too worried about missing where my pencil marks are on the back. And so that I'll make sure that everything, all of the things that I draw on the other side when we get to that point will transfer. Okay, so I'm gonna finish doing the outline here, and when I come back we'll go to the next step. Okay, so I finished doing the graphite on the back, and as I was working on it, I was making sure to lift up my paper and look at it through the light. And even now I'm making sure, and I see that I missed some of his hair over here. Okay, it doesn't need to look nice or neat at all. You just need to make sure it's thick enough that when you do your transfer, you're not going to be missing any parts. Okay, so again, I'm just putting it up to the light and making sure I'm not missing parts. Okay, and the next step is to take your final paper that I will give you. Okay, this piece of paper is 9 inches by 12 inches, and your picture of yourself is 8.5 by 11. I did this on purpose so that you have room to tape your image onto your bigger piece of paper. So I'm gonna kind of center mine the way that I want it to look. I'm gonna end up extending his body. So I'm gonna just kind of give myself that extra space because I want it to kind of fill the space a little bit more. But you're gonna need to put 2 or 3 pieces of tape onto your paper, so both your printer paper and to connect it to your final paper, just so that your paper doesn't move around as you are doing the transfer method. Okay, so I have 3 pieces of tape on here, and then I'm gonna grab a pen. It doesn't really matter what color it is, as long as it is. I usually like to use ballpoint pens, so a jelly roll pen will work as well, or you can borrow one from me, or if you have one of your own, you can use that too. Okay, so your next step is to go around, and you're just going to go over the outline of the silhouette. Okay, I'm going to skip over his eyelashes because they're too small for what I'm doing. Okay, and then he has a beard, so I'm just gonna, instead of worrying about all the little bumps, I'm just gonna skip over that and just make it nice and smooth. And I'm gonna go all the way to the edge there, and then his hair, I'm just gonna kind of keep it pretty rough. I'm gonna get some of the bumps and stuff. If you want to add more details in there, you definitely can. It's up to you. If you want to add some of the like flyaways in your hair, that is completely up to you. Go all the way around. It doesn't need to be exact. Okay, And then I don't know if you saw, but on the other side I added some graphite so that I could add in the line of his shirt. So I did that. So now that you have your full outline done, you are ready to take off the tape. So you're going to very slowly and carefully take off the tape. You don't want to rip your final paper. So I'm just slowly peeling it off. Now you can keep this to reference as you're working, or you can just toss it in the recycling, whatever you want to do. If you don't want it to be in the recycling, maybe take it with you and throw it away at home, up to you, okay? But here we are, we have our image of Harry and then our silhouette of Harry here, okay? The next step is to use either a Sharpie or I like the Micron pens. I'm going to use the 08, the thicker pen. You're going to go around and just go over those pencil lines with your thicker marker. Okay, I'm just going to go over them. I'm taking my time just to make sure that I am not missing any of the parts. And I'm keeping it nice and neat. If we go too fast, then it will just look sloppy. And now we're in 6th grade. We want to make sure that the work that we do is at a 6th grade level. Again, I said I was going to extend it, so I just kind of free-handed that part. I'm going to go over the line of his shirt here and all around. Again, some of his flyaways that he had. Add those in if you want to. Okay, and there you have it. That's the next step done. All right, and then we need to do the sectioning off. So remember in your sketchbooks I had you just make different shapes to fill in. We need to make the shapes on our silhouette. So the expectations for this is we're going to do at least 12 sections. And then within those sections, you need to have at least 12 different Zentangle designs. So if you're doing just the minimum, you'll have 12 sections and 12 different Zentangle designs. So every section will have a different design. If you're going above and beyond expectations, you'll have more than 12 sections. And you can still just keep it at 12 different Zentangle designs and repeat some of them in some of your sections. But you'll need to have still at least that 12 different Zentangle designs. So this is the minimum. Okay, if you do the minimum, you can expect, an average grade, right? So if you're doing just the minimum, you can expect 3s on all of the craftsmanship and the design points that we go for. But if you're doing more than that, then you can expect that you possibly, if everything is neat, you'll get 4s on your project, right? Okay, so keep that in mind as you're working. I'm just gonna do the minimum so you have an idea of what it would look like to just do the minimum. And so I'll go ahead and just do some random lines to kind of create some different sections. So far I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I'll do a little bit more than needed. So it's really easy to get more than 12 sections, okay? And I really want to break up this big section here, so I'll probably just add like something like this. So a little bit more than the expectation, but it's really hard. You'll have like super big sections if you do just the minimum, okay? I have this section, this part here, maybe I'll do a different design throughout the whole thing, or I might just leave it blank. Really up to you. You make those artistic decisions. Maybe if his shirt is black, so maybe I might just fill it in with black Sharpie. But this is kind of what we go for. And then you're gonna fill each one of these individual spaces with a different Zentangle design, okay? So I'm not gonna do that on camera, at least not right now. Maybe I'll do it later and attach it to the video, but this is kind of the basic steps for this process. All right, thanks for watching, and hope this helps explain the process of this project.